I don't know about you, but I love Vegemite. Do you love Vegemite, but you're looking for a healthy alternative? Hello, my successful and healthy earthlings. Mihaela Raguz here, naturopath and founder of the Natural Health Podcast. In this episode, I'm going to share with you a Vegemite alternative that you will be able to have every day, and it is healthy and also yummy. At the end of this episode, I'm also going to give you an opportunity to join a health and success-oriented community by clicking below and join a Natural Health newsletter. Welcome to the Natural Health Podcast, where we bring awareness to sustainable health in a business hustle space. Natural Health Podcast is perfect for the high-performing, business-minded individuals who want to work with their biochemistry to achieve success and optimal health. It's Tuesday, which means it's time for this week's top product review. Let's get straight into it. Vegemite. I mean, Australia is known for its Vegemite. When I first came to Australia and there was this concept of a Vegemite sandwich, I was like, what is this on your toast? I had absolutely no idea. And then I tasted it and I was like, oh my, I love this. This is yum, right? Especially on avocado and cheese, and oh my gosh, absolutely yummy, right? So essentially, Vegemite was actually made in 1922 here in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. It's made from leftover brewer's yeast extract with various vegetable and spice additives. In addition to that, it has some nasties in it that you probably don't want to be having every single day. It has yeast extract from yeast grown on barley and wheat, salt, mineral salt, malt extract from barley, color 150C, flavors, wonder what's in there, niacin, thiamine, riboflavin, and folate, all additives, right? So I was thinking, how can I still enjoy Vegemite, right, but not have those nasties in me? And then I came across, are you ready for it? I came across Everymite, right? I love it. It is made with certified organic black sesame seed, certified organic coconut amino sauce, pure salt, and certified organic apple cider vinegar with the mother, right? Wow, like there is no yeast in there. There is no gluten, no soy, no grains, nuts, dairy, eggs, thickeners, or added preservatives, also called natural flavors that keeps us guessing of what's in there, right? So absolutely nothing artificial, organic. Thank you very much. It's like the individual that made this, it's kind of like they answered my prayers. Absolutely crazy, right? It's an organic blend, provides naturally occurring minerals, vitamins, amino acids, protein, and fiber with beneficial enzymes for friendly gut bacteria with minerals and vitamin absorption. So what I love about this is the story behind it, right? Their story begins with their youngest son, William, who absolutely loved Vegemite but had to stop eating it. William, who was then 8 years old, has Down syndrome, and he also has other diseases and the MTHFR gene mutation and numerous food intolerances. His food intolerance was actually causing him ongoing gut problems. So eating Vegemite, for example, would make him sick due to the yeast and the gluten ingredients. And I can just imagine all the other things. So there was no alternative to Vegemite that they could safely eat, right, and find. So over 3 years, the owner of Everymite experimented creating one, and Everymite is the result of these developments, and now their son has Vegemite-like spread that he loves and thrives on, and it doesn't affect his gut. I love this story, absolutely love this story, because it's kind of like this individual, this kid loved Vegemite, and then the parents just went, you know what? I am going to make something that is going to be yummy and they'll be able to eat it, and it's going to be beneficial for them. So I have it and I love it. And I love the fact that it's vegan, it's vegetarian, it's gluten-free, it's okay for people who have candida, it's okay for people who have MTHFR, people who are on paleo, keto, you name it, right? It's an absolutely amazing product. You need to get your hands on at www.everymite.com.au. I love it. And there are different versions there. There's a low salt one, there's an original one, there's even a FODMAP friendly one. So if you're on a FODMAP diet, you can have Vegemite. Like, hello, how amazing is that? Absolutely love it. Thank you so much for creating this absolutely brilliant product, and I hope that every Aussie gets their hands on Everymite, because it's a healthy alternative for Vegemite and you still get to enjoy it. So thank you for joining us on the Natural Health Podcast. Remember, the missing link between failure and success is your health. medical advice or take the place of medical advice or any current treatment you're undertaking. Consult your own medical professionals for any medical issues that you may be having. This entire disclaimer also applies to any guests or contributors to the Natural Health Podcast. It is advised that you consult your doctor or healthcare professional in relation to any health concerns you may be having. Mihaela Raguz does not take responsibility for any health consequences which occur from a person listening, viewing, or reading this content. And in no circumstances shall the Natural Health Podcast, Mihaela Raguz, any guests or contributors to the Natural Health Podcast, or any employees, associates, or affiliates of Mihaela Raguz be responsible for damages arising from the information provided on the Natural Health Podcast. By listening to this podcast, you agree not to use this podcast as medical advice to treat any medical conditions in either yourself or others. Please note, if you're taking prescription, do not stop your medication or start a new protocol, including but not limited to supplements, diet, lifestyle changes without consulting your doctor or healthcare professional. If you or any person has a medical concern, you should consult with your healthcare provider or seek other professional medical advice. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it because of something that you have read or heard on the Natural Podcast or in any linked materials. If you think you may have a medical emergency, call your doctor or emergency services immediately. Neither Mihaela Raguz nor the publisher of this content takes responsibility for the possible health consequences of any person or persons reading or listening or following the information in the educational content.